We're on time. That's good for us. Well then, let's go. We are doing a random stream. So DG couldn't join us this Sunday. Obviously we were aware what was happening during the week, so shout out to DG. I know he's doing well. He marked himself as safe in his messages, so hopefully he does well over this next week and we can come back to our regular viewing. But whilst we can't do that, I thought we'd just go back and go down memory lane and play some different games and just have a variety stream and not worry too much. And I'm just going to be here to play and chat if you're out there, and we'll go from there. So the first game we're going to play tonight, a classic from the PlayStation, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. This is probably one of my favourite games from that. Actually, I'll go as far as it holds up pretty well to nowadays standards in terms of playability, because there's lots of old games that they're just so terrible you can't actually enjoy playing them because the graphics are so poor. Don't get me wrong, this does not push the graphical limits of any game whatsoever. But it's neat and it does, like I say, it does a decent job. And it's still very much Yu-Gi-Oh! So definitely can't complain about having a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Let me just check it's not shouting at you. Sorry, I was on mute for some reason there. I was going to say, save the state, get your game saved. Sorry, I was on mute for some reason there. I was going to say, save the state, get your game saved. I was going to say, save the state, get your game saved. And then the reason for that, like I say, once you've saved a state, you want to keep loading that state until you get the correct deck for this game. Now, you definitely want, it'll make sense as we're playing it, but you need dragons in the deck. If you don't have dragons in the deck, it becomes a little bit more tricky. It's not impossible, because you can add those later, but you need the dragon cards and thunder cards in the deck just to make it easier, shall we say, to get some of these. Don't have to listen to it and run away from it. The storyline's quite good. Like I say, graphically you can see this is where it lacks, but there are some good details. The characters are still quite good, you know, for a game that's probably 25 years old. Go to the end here. We got one dragon, we got Wicked Dragon. That probably isn't enough, so what we want to do is just load state and keep trying again. Now the states are predetermined, or the cards you get are predetermined at this point. So if you keep loading back here where the duelist record is, keep watching this cutscene. It's a bit monogamous, it's a bit shiny huntery style, but you need to, in my opinion, you want 2 dragons in the deck. And there's the other part to it, is the Raigenki magic card, which destroys the other side of the field. Now both of those things need to be in the deck if you're going to make a run work. You can make any run work, of course, to a point, but you're going to get walled pretty soon on the run. You've got to you almost got to do shiny hunting. You've got to farm different cards, and you've got to bring, and I'll show you how to do that whilst you're on stream and all the rest of that. Farming's not easy, it's old school, you've got to grind. So this deck, 2 dragons, that's a green light. Now we just need thunder cards, and we have got no thunder. That isn't the worst, but it's not the best either. So you need the lightning cards, the thunder cards, because they will help. So you can even see the cards, which I think is quite cool, you know, for a game this old. You get the description and bits like that. You find as well that a lot of the favourite cards that you might have had just don't have the same effects. So Man-Eating Bug and all these effect cards at this point, they're just not there. They just don't exist. I think we'll go for another saved state. This one, whilst being good, not good enough. And then we'll just keep grinding this until we get to where we can run. It's weird that this opening cutscene is about the only one. Oh. Background music now, that's better. Let's hide the cursor too, because you know that spoils the old illusion, shall we say. Honestly, I love this game so much. I don't even know why. It's just, it's so simple, so fun. Like I say, I can show you a run without the dragons if we need to, but honestly, this little piece here is worth the time investment. So you got one dragon, no thunder cards, laser arms, useless, wasteland. This one's not a good file either. So really, with the thunder dragons, you want the Yumi field, which is the water field essentially. If you get the water field, a good equipped card, and 2 dragons, and just even one thunder's suitable, because what you can do once, it'll make sense when we play the game, but there's fusions basically straight off the bat, and you want to make those fusions, but you can make the twin-headed thunder dragon, which is the ultimate card that you want at this point. That's what we're chasing, but you can make up that card with any dragon basically over 1600 attack power. So if you've done a fusion with a mud or a rock type Yu-Gi-Oh card, you throw the thunder on top, it still makes twin thunder dragon. So there's no shame in that. It don't, and that's still a 2000 attack power Yu-Gi-Oh card. Let's build the deck. Let's see what it's got for us. Sometimes you don't even get a single dragon, like this one. They do try and make them balanced, but finding dragons is very difficult. These are the sort of cards that we're looking for, the thunder cards. You can pick up dragons. Now, legendary sword isn't a bad one, but again, not what we need. We've got no dragons here, so you just keep doing this. It normally only takes about 4 or 5 attempts, I'm going to say, and unfortunately, like I say, you have to have it at that point. You literally cannot have the game saved after you've registered your ID, if you'll call it that. And then, like I say, once the stars are aligned, 2 dragons, 1 thunder, similar lines to that, the run can start. There's loads of help guides online as well for this one. Obviously it's an old game, but like I say, realistically it holds up pretty well. The cards look, you know, it's just a card game, just animated slightly, so it just, oh, did I click back? So the first duel you have to do is against this guy. You don't always have to go to the card shop, you can just keep spamming the X button at this point, and then you find out you've got no good cards. Dark Hole Wait, this is a cool equipped card. Pretty sure this one works for any fire attribute monster. So there's the Cerberus dog. That's a really cool card that you can fuse quite easily. So that's not a bad equipped card. Really, you want something to, like I think there's the Thunder Horn, the Unicorn Horn, Lightning Horn, or something along that lines. That's the one you really want to go with twin-headed Thunder Dragon, because as you'll find, there's no tribute summoning. All of the difficult parts of Yu-Gi-Oh that they've added just don't exist at this point. This is just basic, clean fun. You play your best card, they play their best card, winner takes all. Obviously the laser strategy they've added since makes it amazing to a point, but again, like I say, you have to almost, I don't know, take it with a pinch of salt when I say they've made it too difficult to enjoy, but they haven't as such. But all these effect cards, extra deck, all these extra things that just weren't. So we got 1 dragon, 2 thunder. Now for me, I much prefer it the other way. It was Steel Shell. Instead of have no effects. That probably doesn't work. But here's the two magic card. No, not Yami. We don't want Yami. But we do want Raigeki. No idea how to pronounce that one, but that's the card you want. Like I say, you get Black Hole or you get that card. Both are okay, but obviously Black Hole kind of just eliminates your whole game plan. It almost means that you have to take a hit, so definitely not worth it up front. Not when you've got a choice. You know, keep doing this. If it takes 10 times, it takes 10 times. I look at this as like resetting for Pokemon. You know, if you're trying to do a quick run or a challenge run on Pokemon, you don't take the worst Pokemon and go, well, it's got 0 EVs and no, you want the maximum EVs you can. So yeah, let's go. Of course we want to play cards. Now, like I say, you do get more dragons dropped, but like I say, I just feel it's always better to start with. Oh, look at that. Free zone eaters. Who wants free zone eaters? This one's rubbish. But here's Yumi. Amazing card. Sword of Destruction could be useful later on. We're about 50% there. Who knows? Maybe this time this one is the winner. Patience has got to be king at this point. Yes, come on. Don't listen. Run away from him. Feel like clicking him's been bad luck, so let's go to the card shop. Build our deck. Come on. It's got nothing. There is some good cards here, to be fair. So, with these Flame Viper, Wicked Wings, there is beast cards. So this one, I don't think you'll do it, but definitely a beast. Elmo's up will fuse with the flame cards. They'll do okay to begin with. Beast Fangs would work exceptionally well. But there we go, Black Hole, it's a no-go. You can't use that. This deck's not for us. Like I say, it's almost like you want to build the ultimate deck. That's your plan. Yeah, listening to this guy just say ha 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 too many times, but there's nothing to this at this point. Yep, just ignore him. He takes too much of your time. I feel like talking to him is just as quick as going to the card shop, so maybe we just do that, because if we get the right deck you need to fight him anyway. And no, failed again. Electro Whip, only female creatures. Okay, interesting. Don't know if a dragon can be a female, but I'm going to presume it's not a female character. Do you know what? Probably should have took the first set now, or the set that had a dragon and a thunder in it, but what you're trying to do is maximise the odds at the end of the day. So you can't just buy cards. There's no well, there is a mechanism in the game to retrieve cards, but you have to get stars from winning duels. So it's not as easy as just going, right, I want blue eyes white dragon. Okay, so do we all, but the mechanism within the game makes that difficult, so you have to do these things. Yeah, we ran away from him. Let's go back to him. We're about to receive our deck. Come on. Yeah, 2 dragons. We're almost there. Believe. Showing some thunder. We got 1 thunder. Okay. It's not good. It's not quite good. Vileger. Realistically, with Yami, it's not good enough, because we won't be able to get past. There's some tricky opponents on the route to where we need to go. So one of the tricky opponents happens to have the Millennium Shield, 3000 defense, without having an equipped card for Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. There's no chance you can win that battle. There is some cool AI tricks and tips that I can show you as well to get around. Don't always work, most of the time they do, so you can whittle away at your opponent. But we're close. That deck was 90% there, so let's see what this one throws. Come on. We are asking for a lot, obviously. But trust me, it makes life so much easier just doing this part. You can run the game and not find more dragons and stuff like that, so it's just brutally, it's so much easier just to do this part. 0 dragons, 0 thunder, but Yumi's there. That's the one we want. Aqua and thunder. Not only that, it negatively affects some of the other opponent's cards. So not only do we get the 500 boost on our monster in defense and attack, they'll be weakened by 500, which is 1000 swing over some of the strong monsters. Hey, reset number 20. Who knows? Is this the deck? But once we're rolling and rocking, it's quick. You know, the battles are quick. 8,000 life points. Seems a lot, but the gameplay is fun. Honestly, highly recommend this one. I'll throw it actually in the chat whilst we're doing this, so if you want to play. At least the option's there, so you know what to do. Bring on the dragons. No dragons again. Okay, terrible. Okay, so this one is the equipped card we want, I guess. Follow Winds. Winged Beasts, it sounds exactly what we would like. Obviously you're not going to get a deck that has everything, so take the thunder, take the dragons, and take Yumi. That's all you need to do. And it's making it seem really difficult, but I managed to do it in 3 or 4 attempts when I was playing this offline, just to get used to it again. So it will be here. Worst case, we don't have Yumi and we have an equip card, then we'll do that. As long as we have something that can break that wall, we're all good. But like I say, there's ways around that too, so if it comes to it, we can fiddle the AI a little bit and finesse. But I think if we're doing this resetting, we might as well do it properly, people. Yeah, I'm sure we won't find you a strong opponent, because you're not. Believe. Another one with no dragons. That was probably one of the worst ones I've seen. Should have taken the one that had 2 dragons, 1 thunder. You know, hindsight's the champion always. You know, just the small victories. That's all we need to think about going forward. So. Dear Prince, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Prince Garlic, you have returned. Yes, I have. Let us see. You are not a worthy opponent. So one of the other things with this game is you cannot lose. The moment you lose a duel, that's the game over. So it becomes extremely... The difficulty level just ramps up. So you just, honestly, there's so many nuances within this game that you just got to keep on your toes. Just make it work. There is savings part of the game, so you know, yes, if you lose, obviously it's game over. But it's not too bad. There is a bit of a gauntlet where you can't save. You've got to fight a few different back-to-back duels, but most of the time they're winnable. They don't tend to make it super difficult. Well, I say that, they don't make it super difficult. They definitely make it difficult, but they're all winnable as long as you've done the prep beforehand. So this is where this is important. This part, vital to success. No dragons again. No point running this file. So we're just doing a quick spam resetting until we get the right deck. Decks are randomised at that point, so it's just go back, start again, try again. I guess it works like a randomizer. It's got hundreds of cards to pick from. You can get so many in a deck. I've never seen more than 2 dragons in a deck at any one time, so I think there's like a limit on how many cards you can actually get within your deck. Of a certain type, that is, obviously. Yeah, run away. Let's go. Let's see. Build our deck, card master. Probably slightly faster, but nothing to write home about. You all suck. That was a bad one. Now I'm not even seeing any dragons, it's not good. And there's no way to speed this up either. This is going as fast as it can. Come on. This way, you got Yu-Gi-Oh cards next to you. Just pray. Believe in the heart of the cards. I have to say, I quite enjoyed a few of the Yu-Gi-Oh games on the Game Boy too. This one's for the PlayStation, you know, it's not. Oh, again, no dragons. At this point, it's getting fun. It's just, this is the frustration that you get when you're doing this sort of grind. You know, you've got to just keep the patience. It'll all work out in the end. And you think this, if I show you a run without the dragons and how difficult it can be, like I say, when you lose a duel, that's game over. So you got to save regularly. Yes, there's some luck, but when you get going, the opponent's got good cards. You're not winning without those ones. They're just flat summoning the likes of Summon Skull, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to beat a 2,500 attack power Yu-Gi-Oh card without a hope in hell? So, one dragon, not good. One thunder. Okay, I would have ran that far had we got Yumi. So, we're getting there. We're closer. Press this 10 times. Let's go. Who knows? Maybe pressing 10 Cs. Change up our luck. Because... we need something to do it. You know what's annoying? Every time I seem to stream, I seem to just feel like I get a cold. It hasn't helped that I've been sniffling and snotty for the day, but just on stream days, tomorrow, right as rain, I'm sure I'll be absolutely fine, but today, not so much. Come on, old man, show us the cards. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. To Beast Fang's work. I think Beast Fangs might actually work on the Thunder Dragon, so that'll be... there's a couple of options then. Oh, this is annoying. Obviously I want to show you the gameplay, but like I say, there's no point doing the gameplay without a good deck to begin with. But what I might do, I do have another file, maybe I just play the game up to that point and then we swap over to a good file, not a perfect file, but a good one. Yeah, of course, we won't listen to you. We are a prince, we do as we wish. Oh, it's done it again. Absolutely useless. Right, we'll deal with it. One dragon, one thunder. We'll just roll with it. You know, when people shiny hunt, this is the sort of patience that they have. I just don't have that same patience. That's just not within me. I just never felt that joy of being patient. Let's go then. Yes, dear Prince, it's good to see you, blue boy. I have no idea who he actually is in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, but for the most part, I know some of the other characters, but this guy, don't remember him from the show. And I actually loved Yu-Gi-Oh as well, so. Wow, this is a bad set of cards. Electro Whip's female only, isn't it? Yeah. You know what, I'm just going to leave it up rather than keep closing the download bit down and opening it up, but you know, when we find our deck I will make it full screen. Or to be fair, do I just move this over? Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Easy with one, we don't have to worry too much. Minor adjustments made on the fly, see? Streaming's easy if you want it to be. It's just so annoying how slow this part is. Yeah, you taught me everything, but you've taught me nothing because there's no tutorials. It just works or it doesn't. Wow. So as you can see, finding dragons is quite rare. Finding thunder cards, quite rare. So when you get them, you've aligned two things. Maybe it's the shiny odds, maybe it's 1 in 1,000 files, but why would you want to play it and not have the best chance to win? Let's go, come on. This is the deck. 2 dragons. Show me the thunder. So very close. What's the best? We got Jungle Dragon, but don't think it works. I think he needs Forest. There's options with this one, but I don't like it. We don't reset all this time just to then settle for... Okay, we settle for the best or nothing at all. See, if you ever see these videos online and someone's completed the game, know the hard work that's had to come from actually getting to this point. Because trust me, they've had to do this too. They might have found a quick way to do it. That's good on them. I do not have a quick way to do it, so we just keep rolling the dice. There's obviously quite a lot of stars that have got to align. So, what, you got 40 cards. I don't know how many cards the deck can be made out of, like in terms of what's in the pool, but you know, you tend to see the same names popping up. Yeah, we don't have Labyrinth for Sogan again, and 10 times. Come on, keep changing that seat. Come on, Garlic. I was going to say, been watching a crazy amount of anime over the past couple of days. So good to have a new season of anime to watch, because you watch them all. It's so good to have 5 or 6 different ones to flick between. Come the weekend, been really good. Netflix has got some. Obviously, Crunchyroll has all the ones too, so it's like I can watch them wherever I want, and it's amazing because we just, I don't know, so many of the little, I watched Real Life, and those episodes are an hour long, so obviously that was good. Shangri-La Frontier, oh my god, what an anime this is. Like, that's just one of my all-time favourites. And then there's Let This Grieving Soul Retire, really fun. Spirit Chronicles, another great one. One Piece is still kicking around that I'm watching. Just trying to catch up with One Piece, to be honest. Terrible file, let's go again. Some of my favourite picks that are coming up on Crunchyroll to watch again. The simulcast. Dan Da Dan. I didn't really get into that one for October 2024. Simulcast, not for me. Blue Lock, amazing. Blue Exodus, amazing. RE0, amazing. Sword Art Online. You know, that's just always been an instant classic for me. Demon Lord retry, need to watch that one, but that looks good. And then the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. Looking forward to watching that one because there's a few there. Demon Lord 2099, come on. Reincarnated as an aristocrat. So that's a German dub, but that's still a great one as well. Goodbye to a Dragon Life. There's just so many good animes at the moment. The Healer Who Was Kicked Out of His Party, that one's really fun. I've enjoyed watching those episodes. So I'm almost there. We've got a few more to watch, but you know what? He doesn't love binge watching anime. Just so good. Come on, just show me the money. One dragon, we can deal with that. One thunder, let's just go. Fiends, yeah. like I say, I've got a good deck. I'll load that one up in after this one. We'll deal with this deck for now, just so I can show you how the game plays. We'll try and get to that same point. So you can flick the cards up and then drop them to fuse. They don't all fuse. You've got to use your brain, work it out. This is one of the best cards in the game at this sort of point. Like I say, there's no tricks here. There's no hidden effects. Magic cards are difficult to come by, so these two should make Flame Mace. So he should be strong enough. If we put another Swordsman on top of there, we should get Flaming Swordsman 2. Like I say, we've got Dragon in the back, so when we can find those. One thing you've got to be careful with, whilst it is fun to do the fusions, if you run out of cards, that tends to be game over. I'm not sure any of these work. Well, I say that, I know these two fuse. I wonder if the skull goes on to him to make Zombie Warrior. Might not do. This might be an epic fail. It did. These two are going to make Plant. It's all good. You've got to try, because some of the fusions work really well. Some of them don't work when you think they might work. Like that one, I thought that was a warrior, but I think because it's a pyro type. You two make nothing. Okay, see. Now, one of the tricks I was going to say about the AI, if I put that in defense mode, if the AI has a card that will kill it, there's normally the good chance that it will kill it. Sometimes it won't. So even if they've got a card you can't kill on the field, you can always make that work. Free attack, kill the Spectre. That Angel Witch do the job. So you see why we were trying to get the dragons? Because at that point we didn't see the dragon, we didn't see the thunder, nothing. But when you win the duel, the opponent gives you a card. True Pure in this one is. So when we go and build our deck again, we'll be able to add that card into it if that's one that we like, etc. Now the only place to go is the duel ground. Start here, and then we get introduced into some of our old friends from the Yugi world. So Jono was here. Now we can duel Tay. Obviously Tay, I'm going to say. Could be wrong, could be right. So we don't really need any aqua types, so we're not going to worry too much about that one. Aqua's not a bad fusion with dragons though, because you can get Aqua Dragon and stuff like that, but like I say, dragon happens to be the best type of card, no matter what dragon. So we got him here. Amazing. Not really sure what to start with. I wonder. I know what we could make. This didn't work. That's all good. Ryo Keshin. I think he makes Ryo Keshin 2. And I don't know if he just needs another one plunked on top. So we could do this right now. So let's just get it done. This is going to make Stone Dragon. Oh, this is going to probably... Oh no, good. Just enough. So now what we're looking for in this deck, there is a Thunder card somewhere. That will make the ultimate card for us at this point. So we do have a fusion, so we could do Wicked Flame and the Blue Flame there. Let's get rid of some cards. This will make a ghoul, yeah. Anything with 1000 attack for the first duels, they're not a problem. You'll survive. You could probably get away with just playing your strongest cards. But it's good to learn what you can fuse together to make better Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, we got Aqua, Flaming Skeleton. I don't think none of these cards I think fuse. Well, he might fuse with the Sword Warrior actually to make. And he kept him alive because he is better fusion material. Zombies are quite easy to fuse, but we win this duel pretty simple. We've had our dragon, we've shown it, but we haven't shown it to a full potential. Isn't it nice though, just to be able to play a card and just go boom, there's a card. Gucci, okay. So we got battle prowess there. You get ranked. I don't know if it ranks you on the amount of cards you have to use or how many turns. So Villager 1 is not really that good to. None of these are good at this point, if that makes sense, for dueling. They're not difficult, but they do drop cards. So we have a fusion. These two fuse. I'm pretty sure then they don't fuse. This will be a Sword Warrior of some sort. We'll just get rid of some cards at this point. Not always trying to make a fusion. Sometimes it is about getting rid of cards. Like I say, you've got to be careful not to get rid of too many to get where you want to for your fusions, which is why if you can have as many dragons as possible, that's kind of where you want your deck. No, they didn't make anything. That's all good though. We should, with 900 Laughing Flower, be able to kill. Dark Prisoner. Like I say, online there's tons of guides, I'm sure, that will show you every fusion. However, I don't really like playing like that. Do you know? I want to play it. I want to have fun. So, you two fuse. No, you two fuse first. Then add this. Then we get pumpkin. One of my favourite cards. This pumpkin of the King of Chaos, like. King of Ghouls, sorry, not Chaos. Just such a fun card when you see it in the actual anime. Not a bad card all around. Nothing spectacular by any stretch, but not a bad card to start off with. And then it's interesting to work how learning how to work the system, shall we say. This should make a witch, magical sand. There we go. So it's just learning the system of the cards, who makes what. So female, fiend and mud make mystical sands, etc. I don't think any of you really do too much, but there you go. Zombie Warrior. Oh. We'll end it with Magical Sands. There's another duel done. You see, it's good to learn the decks. At this point though, like I say, these are not challenging opponents. These are fun, easy to learn. Like I say, learn your fusions. Dancing Elf's a nice card. This kid here is the one for me. He's the farm. So once we've done this duel, so what I want to do here, so if we go across, we want to take out a useless card. I personally don't like some of the zone. Well, I don't like Zone Eater. Some of these water cards are pretty poor. Zone Eater is not for me, so I just take him out, and then we'll add Dancing Elf in. That gives us another chance for a Mystical Sand. One of the fun parts is learning the fusions. You know, you don't always know what you're going to get. I still don't know what we're always going to get. Let's set hard armor. We'll get some damage off. Now, he does have Zombie Dragon, which is his best card. So be careful with him. It's not always simple. Okay, so here we go. Let's do it this way. Let's just keep hard armor on. We get Pumpkin now. Here goes to Zombie Warrior. Zombie Warrior, the plant, always makes the Pumpkin King. Pretty simple stuff. Keep hard armor in defense mode. This 300 is not helping us. Flame Viper and the Witch. I don't think you're going to do much, but why not? Let's see what happens. As expected. Okay, well, let's keep you in defense. If we get a mucka or one of the stone cards. Oh, the flower. Barrel Lily. See, they just like to take out your cards, and there he is, of course. I don't think any of you are going to fuse, but let's just get rid. Obviously, if you want to do it clean and not lose any life points, put this card in defense, but let's start getting some chip damage to that. This kid. Once we've beaten him though, he's a good stepping stone. You two are going to make awesome leaves. So a female and a plant make this one, so she's good. Oh, exactly 1,000, always the way. You know, just taking up turns. Obviously every turn they have as well kind of impacts your score, so it's a little frustrating. Now for me, I know most of the fusions for one side. I don't know any of the warrior fusions really. Like, that's never been my thing. This is going to make Cyber Soldier. We get the attack buff. We could have used our 1,000, but hey, we win easy. So this kid, we want to farm him and Joey really for cards. We haven't met Joey yet, Jono, but we will do. And it's amazing how old this game is and how well it's held up. So we got Yami there. It's actually quite rare to get the spell cards. Don't know what's going on with this old man's head. It looks a bit ugly, but you know, each to your own. This isn't the one we would want, but beggars can't be choosers as it comes down to it. Let's see in our deck. I'm pretty sure we've got. So again, yeah. Which probably doesn't do us any favours. So I might put Yami in because that might help. What is it? Magic users and fiend. Probably doesn't help us out too much either. What did I just remove? Queen's double. Yeah, I know. I want to add that back in. Here we go. What up, Nevi? How's it going, my friend? How are we? How are we? Just reliving some PlayStation classics for some reason. Cyber Soldier again. Let's go. I absolutely used to love this game, Forbidden Memories, and the fact you can play it online, don't have to download any software, don't have to download an emulator. I just thought, awesome. I didn't really know what I was going to do because DG wasn't around, so it was like, it's amazing. How's that going then, buddy? Hopefully it works. Not going too bad for you, mate, because no one really wants to work on a... Oh, that's a good shout, you know. Like I say, no one really wants to work on a Sunday, so hopefully that you're in and out quite quick. Oh, that's alright then. See, for me, my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh game was the one on the Game Boy, Stairway to a Destined Duel. That was my favourite one on the GB. I think it was a Game Boy Advance one. I'm pretty sure it was. Because obviously on the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and bits like that, you had all the numbers. So you could put all the numbers into the emulator or into the game, and then that allowed you to put the cards in there, and that was cool. There was no limit to that, but you could only get one card once. It wasn't like you could get unlimited cards. I just like this one for simplicity. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh's become extremely difficult with, like, hey, we got Dragon Zombie, let's go. That's a great card to add to the deck. No defences, but who wants to defend? Pretty sure no one else fights you after you've done them all. So you have to go outside. Yeah, so Jonah's in the town plaza. There's lots of people around. Let's go. Here's our little cutscene. As you can tell, they spared no... There was no budget for animation at this point. Nowadays this wouldn't even be allowed in a game, just these flat 2D images, but honestly the words, Jono getting crushed, standard practice here for Seto, just to absolutely rinse Joey. He's so arrogant, just the man, you know. So now at this point, make sure you save. Go to the card shop, click save. I can't stress this enough. Just because you think you're safe, never feel you're safe. Always save up, or use the emulator to save. Build our deck now. Let's get this beautiful little zombie dragon into our deck. don't like the dinosaur cards. This is the thing, obviously some people know all the fusions, and what I will do, I'll have a look at some point into those fusions, but to be honest I quite like messing around and finding them, but I'm sure there's cards that I'm missing that could really help us out at this sort of stage. But we've got 5 cards. We've got a zombie dragon. There's 2 cards closer to seeing the thunder dragon. Beast warriors only, standard. So Joey actually does have access to 1000 dragon because he does have time wizard. He can also drop time wizard, which is fun. But time wizard is a fuse only with baby dragon, so that's a fusion you need rather than just thinking you can do it with any dragon. That's a specific fusion. I'm pretty sure summoning cards are available in this one too, or rituals, but it's been so long since we would even get that far in a game. Zombie warrior, let's go. Like I say, Jano's a bit of an odd one. He's so easy to kill, but every now and again he'll get a fusion card. They can all do the same as we can, so it's not like the AI at this point, they just don't have good cards. That's the problem. Let's see if you can hold it. If it or it is just Beast Warriors. If it's just Beast Warriors, it is what it is. That is what I thought. But hey, we win this round. Let's go, Joey. It's a shame that you tried and failed. Easy. Didn't even break a sweat. Pretty standard there. Jono won. S rank spoils. Let's go. And then starts the round robin again. So at this point, Seto comes in. We get to do it. That's why I tell you to say first, because you never know. Like I say, to be fair, touch wood, I don't think I've ever lost to Joey or Seto at this point. These duels are just nice, easy ones to get you into it. But that doesn't mean that it can't happen. So save often, save early. You know, don't worry about it. There's a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards out. Let's see. Look, here we go. We've got a problem already. We need a card. That's not good. We definitely don't have what we need. Having those magic cards rather screws us. So obviously, because I said we don't lose, we are 100% going to lose. There's 2 cards in our deck that we can win with, so it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Literally just going to have to burn all of these. Let's get rid of the Marmoset. That at least keeps some of our damage down. If we went into defense mode, they've got 3. You know, you've just got to play it smart. We're going to lose life points, but how do we minimize that? Time Wizard. It's cute. This just wrecks his whole game plan, but It's very rare they get multiple. Oh, here we go. What's he got? He's got a ghost pumpkin plant. See, Seto is a good fight. Probably ends up being about the same amount of damage that we would have taken. These two are going to make me Cerberus, so let's go. And at this point, this is where we turn it around, reverse sweep, all that fun stuff. It's been a good fight, Kaiba. But he's pulled out all his aces. So we go Purin, Yamato, Thunder. If this doesn't work, it could be quite interesting. I'm sure they make Aqua Dragon first. And then we go into Twin-Headed Thunder. This is the ultimate card. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the boss card. Like I say, without that card, you might as well call yourself game over for actually winning and progressing. Honestly, if I could have 40 cards that fuse to make that amazing. Never works like that though. So best one here, I think we go use you up and get ourselves a little zombie swordsman. No, we'll go all the way. We'll get ourselves a pumpkin. Just think about what cards make what. You get used to it the more you click the buttons. Sete, you thought you had us, but as soon as this card comes out, the big boy, the wolf sages too, to be fair, although he's got a good advantage against the witch. The thing that's fun with this one as well, if you've got equal powers, you just kill each other off. I say cool, it's not really that cool, you don't want to lose your card, but if they're the same equivalent power as you are, and you've got a better card on the field, or you don't have a better card on the field but you've got other cards that can then attack afterwards. I can't remember what clown is. Mass clown. It's not the worst card, is it? Sea King. Get rid of the bat. So at this point, Jono is slightly better than he was the last duel, so you have to take that into account. That does not mean he's got good cards, because he certainly does not. So Mucka Mucka and Dancing Elf will make Sandwich. Magical Sands, there we go. Put you in attack mode, hopefully you can kill that. Easy win. And it's remembering little fusions like that that will get you out of a pinch. It's remembering that a beast and a flame makes Cerberus. I don't think any of these fuse, so we might as well put Dragon Zombie out. In fact, we'll just get rid of you two. You'll make a flaming ghoul. So let's just use those cards up. We would have needed another turn anyway, so next time we win, we've got some more fusions learn, you know, you got more things to base off. Happy Lover. We can make, I don't know if this one will work, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't. It did. So slightly better Sea Dragon, you see, so that can still be made into a fun. Oh, we got another turn out of her. See, he rinsed us. Should have just summoned it. I want to see this actually. I want to see if we can get the Thunderbolt. We need more of the Thunder cards to make it better. Well, to make this deck overall a little bit better. Okay, Happy Lover and Fish don't work well together. This is the learning part, so don't worry about doing it quick. That's why I say it. Get yourself in a position. They're very poor. Oh, fish and... Oh, you make a weird kappa. That's cool. There's number 2. See, I knew... That's cool. We know how to make that now. Always remove the card from the field. Never leave anything on there. You just never know. Just trying to get this Thunderball, because what I don't want to do again is if we've got the option to fuse. What do you make? Mechanical soldier. No, soldier and soldier don't make anything. Got 20 cards. We're there or thereabouts in terms of how many cards we can actually use. If when you get to 0, even if you can draw a card, it's not good. We got a Pumpkinkin, one of my favourite cards. Love it. Like I say, it's always good as well to learn where your fusions can go. Mega Thunderbolt, go to this one. Hopefully you're still a dragon. Yeah, that's good. There we go. So we know then we can get an 1800 card. Not the best card. But it's better to know they do fuse than just to throw out a little Thunderball, because that's a waste of a Thunderball. As that's our only win con to get this stupid dragon at the moment. Yeah, we'll give you another chance, old buddy. The one time we get 2 cards together, can't use them. Right, there's quite a few fusions, like I say, you can do with dragons, so it won't take us long to get there. Bloop, a zombie dragon, add the Thunderbolt, twin-headed thunder dragon, god mode. Pretty simple stuff. And then we can start battering the next round. Obviously, what is the point doing 500 damage? Here we go, we can make ourselves a Pumpkin King. Because these battles are ranked on how quickly you get through them as well, so and how many cards you use. You don't want to use loads of cards. We've used quite a few at this point. You have to play a card, which is quite annoying because right now I don't need to play anything. So obviously that just takes another card out of our deck, but we can win this pretty quick. One more turn. Would have been one more turn whether or not. Dave, how's it going, my friend? Do like a good Cerberus on the field. Always feels good to see this three-headed dog. Absolutely got to be one of my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. How many stars is it? I'm pretty sure it's only, it's only 6. So with the updated generations, I'm sure there's been updates since I've last ever played a Yu-Gi-Oh game, but 6 was just one tribute summon, so to get a flame dog, we've only given one card away. That is not a terrible option. This one's so much easier. If we could get a flame Cerberus just as a card, banging, that would be awesome. Like I say, this is the early parts of the game. These guys, they're good for one thing: beat them, get a card. Like I say, we've got Dragon Zombie, that was a great card. Change up your deck. You know, we don't want tons of Shadow Servants, potentially. Depends on how you like to play. I personally don't mind them at this point. I'm less interested in the Fiends, but that's only because I don't know their fusion patterns. I know more of the zombies and the Leafs and the Warriors. I know how they fuse together well. Fiends are kind of out of my comfort zone, shall we say. Now these two make an Aqua Dragon, so I think we just go for that first. Whether this is Karashin, not a bad Yu-Gi-Oh card to begin with. Now we give ourselves another 1800 card. Could have put the plant on top of Karashin. I could have done that or on top of Zombie Dragon. No, Zombie Dragon goes into the Pumpkin King, but that Karashin should go into the Jungle Dragon. Like I say, once you get used to these fusions, you get yourself pretty decent cards. And these opponents, like I say, trash. We're doing the round robin. Got one more to fight, then we can leave, and then we can get ourselves into the main crux. This is almost like a little tutorial. You can have a bit of fun and still win. Skeleton Warrior. Oh, Zombie Warrior. Sorry, same difference. That card's one of my favourite. I love Electric Snake. So the opponent randomly, from what I think, I'm not sure if it's true, will just give you one of their cards at random, depending on how well you did. So whatever you get scored, quite important for random cards. Come on. S rank, 5 stars. These stars also go into like a piggy bank, a star bank, which I'll show you in a second. Like I say, considering this game, I think 99 might have even been earlier than 99. To still hold up, to be what I would suggest is an okay looking game. Like, don't get me wrong, this is not the best animated game. This is not the ultimate game, but for a game that's nearly 20 years old, well, that is 20 years old for sure, just good fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just nothing. Hopefully you two fuse. Let me swap that round just in case. Yeah, there we go. Spine Serpent, Seadra. And the way they animated it, simple, clean, fun. You know, not fun, but simple and clean. I wonder if you two make anything. Sword-armed dragon dinosaur thing. Sweet, there's another one on the list. There's another fusion with a good defense stat as well, so If I know I'm fighting someone with 2000, you got to learn these things. That is the best part with this one. Now I think if I add that to that, it might kill it, but it's not the end of the world because we've got our dragon next to it. As expected, it moved up. Sweet. If I throw the bat on here, I'm not sure if metal... Yeah, it is. Oh, we go to another dinosaur, Cybersaurus. So he's now moved out off the evolution train for Thunder Dragon. I wasn't sure if he was going to go into Metal Dragon, but I think Metal Dragon's the same power, or he might be out. That Sword Dragon might be completely out. So you two are going to make Mushroom Swordsman added to the flame. Oh no, she made the witch. I keep forgetting the sword women and plant make that. It's only the male ones that make Hashumi Warrior, something like that. I'm not sure any of you no, I know you two do. So let me just see. Can we get a mechanical plant? No, we cannot. I can't even end it with Flame Viper. This one's a cool little card, Flame Viper, like I say. Plenty of evolutions, fusions to go down different pipelines. Weather control, terrible. He's the last one you can fight, so just go outside at this point. You got access to everywhere else. What I do here, click save, and I'll show you what you need to do next. Save it, yes. Now, return to title, yes. Doesn't make sense, but there's a free duel option here. Now you should have all your opponents. Now the free duel, even if you lose to them, the game isn't over. My favourite part is this passwords. Oh, I clicked off of it. This happens sometimes, that's why you always save before coming here. Click on passwords. Now this part, you get the star chips. That's why those duels are so important to win well. Now they all drop random cards. Villager 2 and Jono tend to be my two favourites to sort of farm at this point. By farm you just keep battling them over and over again. They drop different cards. Villager 3 is also quite good. As we saw, he gives away Dragon Zombie 2. This guy gives away Dragon Zombie, so you know there's a few good options out there. I don't think these two fuse, but I'm interested to see. Flaming Swordsman. Ooh, that's useful to know. So the magical ghost, I think if we were to put a dragon on top of him, he may give us the Thunder Dragon, and it's always good to know what you can have. Get you two out. That's a Cyber Soldier. Easy peasy. Good defences, good attacks. Nothing crazy. Like I say, their teams are never really amazing, so it's pretty easy just to keep grinding these guys, keep getting the cards. Don't think this will work. No, it was worth a shot. Now this is one of my favourite AI tricks. Well, he actually probably too strong. 700, maybe not. We'll see. But there will be a time where you probably can't beat the AI, or you can't beat the card on the field. But what the AI likes to do is always send out a monster to kill if it can. It's almost like in Pokemon, the speed control thing. You know, their aim is always speed control. Dark Elf is glorious. But they're pretty easy. Like I say, Kappa. None of these work together. This is one thing to look out for. So, different solar system, star signs or planets, they are actually all planets, but different planets will then give you a different boost against certain cards. So sometimes with the face-up cards, it's worth checking where your advantages are, because 500 extra attack power, who can say no to that? We'll do one more battle here, and then I'll save up. And then I was going to do some Pokemon Stadium for a few moments. You two will make Metal Dragon, like I say, 1850, not a bad card, decent defences. Like I say, the struggle at the moment is we don't have enough Thunderballs. I'm hoping this makes Flaming Swordsman. Oh no, it's okay. Zombie Warrior, fair enough. At least we didn't lose the whole chain. So as you can see, they've got better cards. 1200, decent cards. You know, not a terrible card. So as long as you whip them, you've got a chance there to get those cards. Fusionist, I don't think I want any of you to fuse, maybe. We can get Mega Wolf or something like that. Mecha Wolf. Geotech Wolf, I was close. Can't remember all of the cards. One more turn. Find it incredibly difficult to think that you can end it in less than 3 or 4 turns. It always makes me laugh when you get a low rank. Easy dub. Let's get the sand. Yeah, buddy. Mystical sand, and we'll let Metal Dragon do it. What card? Solitude. See, we're getting B rank, but it's like, why am I getting B rank? I'm curious if you just do one fusion, if that helps, and like keeping the card count low, or what the parameters are for higher rank. Because realistically, we want higher rank, we don't want low rank. Hey, I thought they might fuse. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Oh, he's got an attack buff too. Good for you. Well, we've just got ourselves our ultimate card. Now, the reason you can't just do Dragon into the Thunderball or that little dragon anyway, is because it will just turn into this first stage, which is just single Thunder Dragon. Which you can just add another dragon on top, but you know, you're just then asking for just adding on top of it then, and it's just a bit too much. See, good thing we didn't use our happy lover to kill. Just trying to get some chippies. Plus, if they attack us, oh, they chose a water element. You saw that red. This is going to give us an extra 500 damage to them too. So, free. Metal Robot is better than the Aqua Dragon by 50. So, see how we get the attack reduction. This gets the attack boost. So this is a free 500 attack boost. That damages life points. So always look out for that. If you can do more damage for free, do it. And we win. Let me just set you. See, this guy's got all the electric cards. He's the one you want. You want those electric lizards. You want those Costello heroes. Anything that's got the thunder element, electric element, whatever you want to call it. Not Yu-Gi-Oh! Master cards, so. Getting B though, that's annoying. What I tend to do is fight these guys 5 times. Like I say, you start to get some of the better cards that they've got. That robot, you know, if we go into our deck, have a look at what robots we got. We got Bat. Bat's not bad, but Yabo's better. Solitude's actually the first card that we've got that can use our thing, so maybe just add him to the deck, you know, just play around, get, you know how cards work. He can use our quick card, does an extra 500 attack, you know, that turns him okay. It could certainly be worse. Let's turn you into Sword Dragon, Sword Dinosaur thing. Like I said, I'm curious to see. It says Sword Arm Dragon, so with that in mind, I'm certain that it will go to where we would want it to. Do you two fuse again? I can't remember. Yeah, you make Armored Zombie, so why not? It's an extra 300 attack power, plus an extra card gone. Obviously you need the cards to go so you can get the better cards out. Like I said, a lot of this early farming is build up a bit of knowledge of what cards you've got in your deck. What fusions you can make, because you can't always make your best fusion, so like I say, use that time, learn the cards. It just makes it so much more enjoyable when you're winning. You two, let me go Witch out. Like I say, once you beat him 5 times, beat Jono 5 times, beat Villager 5 times, you should have enough cards then. Frenzied Panda, probably not what we want. Because you're just playing with randomized, it's just random fairies. Various things. If you've got beasts in your deck though, we've got Fusionist, so take him out, Frenzy Panda, get him in, you know. If there's a stronger card that you've got and it's doing the job, you're going to do the same job, sweet. Sometimes it doesn't always work like that, Sam. If the stronger cards don't fuse, or it won't fuse how you want, but we had Flame Viper to him, he's still becoming the dog. We 100% just have to set this card and tray. Worst case, they set, we Thunderbolt, kill, Bolt Escargot. Not really sure what we do with these ones. I think them two do make that tree woman, so, and I was correct. See, there's always a way around it. Play Raigeki. Why not? Gives us another chance then for a dragon, gives us a chance for another fairy. I feel like we've got a few too many zombies in our deck, so it's all about just working out the right way to go with those. Not really sure anything really goes together, but let's see. You make the Bolt Escargot, that's cool. I think 1400's probably, yeah, I was right, it was just enough, but he will kill us if he has another one of those, so let's hope. Halfway there. We're running on the same amount of cards, which obviously we'll draw 2 now. And like I say, Flame Viper, Frenzy Panda, let's get ourselves a twin-headed, 3-headed beast. It does exactly the same job the Fusionist did, but if we needed to play a stronger card straight off the bat, 1200, it's doing damage. Of course we'd be 100 damage away, just 100. See, he's given a good go this time. You know, it's not. He shouldn't be ashamed, but we've shamed his whole family again. And there's a dub. 5 wins on the trot. There we go. This is a great card. Twin Long Rods. I'm almost certain that's one of those cards that we need to add to the deck to give us more opportunities for. No, it's not. I'm sure there's a yellow thing that's got twin. It might not even be. It might be Twin Long Rods 1. But they were very inventive with Yu-Gi-Oh card names. So, I don't think any of these fuse, so let's just have a bit of fun. Oh, we did Panda. Oh, that's a cool one. See, Gravis. If we do get Flame Viper, we can still improve him by 100. But Happy Lover, I'll probably remove that from the deck at some point, but right, you make the Sword Armor one. Do you make anything? No, that's okay though. Honestly, like I say, you got to try Dual Battle. You got to try these things when it comes to these cards, because they're not all going to fuse how you want. You do make a. I'm pretty sure you should make a Sword Warrior thing. Matsubushu, the Mushroom Warrior. Oh, Beam Soldier this time, okay. Bolt Penguin, that's a great card too. Honestly, this deck has some good electric cards too. Thunder cards. I said electric because of Pokemon, but I have no idea the typings. Like I said, I was going to do some Pokemon Stadium too, but we're getting quite late, so now that we started to threw away some life points to the old man. He just disrespected me. What I might do though, I might save Pokemon Stadium for another stream, maybe on Tuesday or something like that, just to relax. See, S rank for him, but we've done the same sort of thing when it comes down to Villager 2, and we're only getting... Ooh, that's cool. I reckon... I reckon there's a snail in there somewhere. There is a few snail fusions as well. Not too good with the bug ones, so that'll be interesting. Look forward to learning some of those other ones. Like I say, when you get used to fusion, you just do them off the top of your head. You don't even look at it. It takes a while to get used to which ones you fuse. And if there's an order, you can... Oh, no. Don't do that. You two go together. Give me Cerberus. Let's go. We've got the advantage. We might as well. You just never know. Just play the game. This will be over now. He doesn't have anything to pull it back. He never really fuses from what I know. So these ones are always free. It's a shame you've still got another turn inside of you there, but we didn't have the firepower. That's where the dragons come in really clutch, because just an extra 700 a turn, it changes the dynamic. You can probably get it done in 3 turns. I don't think they go any further. You become a bean warrior. Come on, Beanie, let's go. Bean soldier. Didn't gift any life points this time, let's go. We'll kill it with a pumpkin. Mechanical snail. More stars. Like I say, the stars are really important for being able to purchase the cards as like I say, there's a set amount of cards that you can purchase. Like I say, they're not the best cards, but having 1,000 defense is better than having 300. You know, you could survive an attack if you put it face down and they don't use their strongest one. Because not always the case they go for straight power. And even if they do then end up using their strongest card, it's still safe. Okay, there's a plant there. How do we get... How do we get there? We've already got a zombie warrior. Easy. Like I say, Cyber Soldier's a good little base card. Always better to put your first card in defense, see? They'll always, even though it's got 0 defense, they'll never play it just face up in attack mode. That's a cool trick to do as well if you've got like strong cards. Flower Wolf, let's go. Ho ho ho. We just keep grinding at this point. Like I say, as a kid, this did not happen. I'm showing you the right way to do it. You know, not the less mess around and not achieve way. Because trust me, it's easily done. Because what will happen if you don't do this at this point, like I say, you just get stuck. You literally just sit there resetting, saving, resetting, saving, hoping that you get the right cards. Like with everything, put the legwork in at this point. Bosh. Good one. Like I say, you slowly start to just add okay cards, nothing crazy at this point. We haven't actually had any cards that have been useful except for Zombie Dragon. Which is quite upsetting in its own right. Dark Plant. You two weak cards become Leaf. Good old Queen of the Autumn Leaves. Ah, we got a dragon, so this point though, I think you're the same attack power as the dragon we could get. I really want Bolt Penguin though. I want some of those electric ones. Give me the clouds, give me some of the monsters. Could go Zombie Dragon. I think we just go for Jungle Dragon at this point. Ugh, Black King. He's a beast. He's quite useful as well, the Jungle King, because he's got arms and stuff, so quite a few of the power up cards work for him. Be fun if he could use the Axe of Despair, but I'm pretty sure that really is limited. Oh no, well, we still kill it. Jungle King, you deliver the final. Okay. So he's given us good S rank wins, but the other one doesn't, even though we're pretty much doing the same thing. Don't really want two Solitudes. He only really works when it comes. I'm not really good with Beast Warriors either. Like I say, there's some gaps in the knowledge and stuff like that, and I am trying to grow those, but as you can see, we're not actually getting a ton of the Beast Warriors turning up, so I think Bolt Snail's stronger than the other ones, so we're not risking too much. If we get a dragon card, sweet. I think the other thing to remember is when the fusions, how they layer on top as well. You two go together. So just dropping the right fusions just makes a huge difference. Just for reference though, these are all mid cards. We're about to go into a battle where you see monsters like If we don't get twin dragons, we are just destined to lose. We're destined to lose anyway. I don't think I've ever won the fight that we're about to go into. Probably could if we sat here farming long enough to get the right cards, but as you can see, the drops on the cards are as easy as finding the right deck. Not easy. Come on, we've won. Let's go. Into bloody bug types. Bugs are my least favourite fused. Mainly because, once again, same as some of the water ones, I don't really know a lot of those fusions. They're quite specific, so easy. This is the sort of hand we need when we're doing the final boss fight before which we'll get on to before I end the stream. Can't leave it hanging. Kappa and the robot don't fuse. I'm just trying to waste a card so we can get some more fusions. So Seto, Mr. Kaiba, does have the opportunity for dragons himself, so we have to be cautious there. Let me just try this. Nope. Like I say, when it comes to Beast Warriors, I don't really know too much about them, so what they fuse with, I imagine it's other Beast Warriors, which, yeah, could be the case. Terrible. Like I say, look at this bait. He's now going to kill solid. Oh no, he didn't. Normally they kill. He might not actually be able to kill, so it was off a shot. Come on, Cyber, do your job. Yeah, couldn't kill even if he wanted to. Again, the drops are random, so tentacle plant could be an improvement on some of our other plants that we've got. This is the thing, you got to take the. It's not, but some of the cards have more roots fusion wise than others. Oh no, that was a waste. This card's just definitely gonna die. Oh, it didn't. Come on, give us something to fuse with. Saved. Oh, we must have had the type advantage, or the solar system advantage. I don't even know what to call it at this point. Don't really like Flame Viper going, but Mr. Blue Flames can go with a beast. To make the old Cerberus if we need, but it doesn't seem like Kaiba's got too much at this point. It should still make Cyber Soldier, you know, even though he can make different things. One more turn and then we win. I'm Okay, Aqua Dragon, why not? And again, Seto has been annihilated. It's not even challenging, it's upsetting at this point. It's more just about, like I say, doing these battles honestly helps you get so used to your deck that it just makes it a lot easier going forward, but not really, because you just need better cards, and unless you're getting better cards, it's a slog. I don't think any FU actually fuse with Yamato, so let me try this one first. If it all goes Pete Tong, I'll know for next time. It made a slightly better dragon. Take that, I suppose. I think the sword... So as long as the base attack, I thought, is higher, normally you get alright. Oh, it pulls out Battle Ox, of course. We don't actually have a fusion. No. Don't do it. Clear the deck. Get rid of his... We had a dragon, we should have kept it. Unfortunately, that's how it rolls. If we'd done it the other way, which we should have in hindsight, gone that way round, clear the field, keep trying again. This battle doesn't matter if we win or lose. Like I say, this is a free duel, but the main gameplay, obviously it matters if you lose. I don't think you guys make anything, but I need to get rid of cards. We need to pull out some fuses. I kept the Laughing Plant there because I know that's a good fuser. Oh, Kaiba's got a set card. Always fun. Dangerous. Magic cards and stuff like that are pretty rare in the end of the day. There we go. We've now got a pumpkin. So at this point, put it in defense, because I think that trap card's going to kill it. Again, you get Stone Dragon, I suppose. Still 2000 attack, could be worse. Now we want to kill our pumpkin. No, could just be a field card then. Again, the AI isn't immaculate on this. It's not the best. They do have flaws. Obviously, they can only do so much. Like that. Absolutely, why he does that, who knows? They do that all the time. Well, not all the time, but that's sometimes their go-to move, and it's just a bit of an odd one. Like, they cleared their field as well. Like, they play the card and clear. Obviously, when they set a magic card, it's not... The game isn't like you can click on the field. Stuff like that, so there's a bit of work there. I don't think anyone does anything at this point. Why don't we just try you two? I think you'll make good friends, and you didn't, because that's how it works. You have to know all the fusions. Prefer to keep Mega Ball alive, because I know I've lost all my dragons. Damn. But there's still interesting fusions to be had with the Thunder lines. Mystical Sun's here to save the day. He's only got Puripyram. He's pretty much blown his wad. This is what you find with the early duelers. They don't have enough quality in the whole deck. Let's just clear house. We knew you weren't fusion. They've been Puri, Time Wizard. See, easy dubs. We might actually have to turn Thunderbolt. We might just turn him. I think he'll survive by 50. He does, but honestly, that's it. This game, 20 plus years old, and you're exactly right. You have to get the deck has to be right to begin with. If it's not, there is honestly little to no point playing. Bolus Cargo, and then learning all the fusions as well. Like, it's just that's the hardest part. Oh, stupid laughing plant. Like I said at the start of the stream, you need dragon cards. They're just so overpowered. And then you need the thunder, the electric cards. I'm sure they're not done in typing, but you just need those cards. It's almost impossible. And then it's almost like you've got to reset the reset for when you're actually doing each battle, just to get that first hand right. If you've got a rubbish hand, it's so difficult to come back from in this game. Let's go for Metal Dragon. I find the dragons and the zombies so easy to fuse. Everything else, oh, Guy of the Fierce Knight. Yeah, there we go. Typical. Think that's probably game, you know, unless we get ourselves into a good spot. And I just love how the fact you can just summon any card at any point, and that's just how the game is. Like, yeah. You want broken, busted cards? You can have it straight away. Here we go. This is all we were waiting for. Just want to know who drops these twin-headed thunder dragons just to farm them. What are you doing? That's good to know, because that card's normally pretty terrible. Don't you two make a snail of some form? No, you don't make anything standard. Let's con the AI to attackers. Oh, black hole, for God's sake. Kaiba. We kept him at least, so it's all good. You just have to have... Hey Austin, how's it going, my friend? How are we? Just battling a cold, I'm afraid. Sorry. Just reliving some childhood games. I was going to move over to others, but because it took so long just to find the right deck, it's just like, let's just finish this. Why at least get to the World Champs? So, and then we can call it a day. But what do we do? Not if you really fuse, I don't think. Pretty sure you don't. Mashuko Warrior. See, my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh! One is probably the GBA game, The Stairway to the Destined Duel. Is only because I played it so much, obviously being handheld and portable and all the rest of that good stuff. It was just super accessible. So this one's just infuriating because you don't have unlimited cards, you don't have replays. It's just you either win or you lose, and like you say, there's so much luck involved. It's just silly. I was trying to get to a point where I could beat the old man, but he's so RNG based, it's not even funny. Because you can actually beat, he still sends you back. The head priest, whatever his name is, you still go back, but who wants to lose a duel? It's about time now, get off to your room. Yeah, buddy. Mr. Hishan, there we go. I've learnt his name. I'm going to forget it pretty damn quick. But he's here to take over. Now he's got a deck that you want, you know, just card power, stupidly powerful cards. And to be fair, we can't actually beat him because he's got the Summon Skull Dragon and it's just too darn good. We don't have the field card or the equipped cards to win, but hey, you never know. So, you're pretty useless. I'm not telling you anything. Let's run away with the puzzle. We have the Millennium Puzzle. Let's go. Run away. Now we have to smash it, duel him, we lose and smash it. That's just how it goes. Trust me, this deck is so broken it's just not even funny. $2,000 defense, look how useless we are against this dragon. And he just flat out summons it. No fusions, just... ooh, odd. Pretty sure Mystical Sands doesn't get a boost here, but it's still the best card we can play. Wall Shadow, makes sense. Cosmic Queen, look at that. Busted. 5,000 attack. What are you supposed to do against that? Rageki? No, we didn't get nothing. We'd have to be like ultra lucky. Don't know if there is a Robos now, but hey. He does have obviously some weak cards. They're not all busted, but most of them are pretty darn busted. Don't really want to waste my Thunderball, but we need to get rid of cards. He's about to summon another card, which is Dummy Busted Broken. I know it's just a standard Thunder Dragon, but still broken enough. We haven't taken too much damage yet, but don't think it matters what we do at all, any way, shape or form, we can get kill the Cosmic Queen. But hey, little moral victory. We could take out their twin-headed Thunder Dragon and kill ourselves at the same time. We were dead. This battle is just rough. Even with the equip card, the field card, and there with the nature 1500, we'd still lose. That's just how dummy busted that Cosmic Queen is. Keep fighting us. We're about to smash this puzzle. Oh, I don't want to break it though. Fine. Send me to the real world. So the soul of Yugi is now in, of Garlic. Forgot what his name is, to be fair, the prince. Now we got Yugi, who manages to keep our exact same deck. You know, make it make sense. It's helpful, because the last thing you'd want to do is start to reset for cards at this point again as well. So we're in the World Championship tournament. This tournament gets hard at Bandit Keith, and I mean that in the easy sense. Bandit Keith isn't too bad. Some of them have good feet. Like if you get the right cards, you can clear this tournament pretty easy. But you're kind of just playing with a bit of RNG manipulation. You're going back and forth. It's not like crazy. Always save. Just it's needed. You just forget sometimes. We'll face Rex and then I'll call it a stream because it's getting late. What I might do offline, I might finish this. It depends, see how we go. Would like to complete the whole game actually though, so maybe I'll do that. But I'll turn it into a video and we'll just be like, this is how we beat this game. Right. Mystical Sands, pretty much strongest card he gets is about this power, so it's pretty easy. Like I say, once you've got the base fusions here, it's just working them out. So you make Flame Swordsman, you make Cyber Soldier. 15's probably enough. They do have better cards, like I say, you can clearly see there's a step up this Rex and Weevil is the next opponent. They're kind of like the villagers, so nothing too. Keith and Maya come in, they're quite difficult if you don't have the right cards, so that's always a problem. The card RNG is the only thing that ever holds you back. So with the star pass, so every duel you do, you get given stars. There's a website where you can get all the passcodes for the star cards, and it's really, you've got to be careful because obviously it takes a while to bloody get the points. But there's cheap dragons on there, there's cheap thunder cards and stuff like that, so just try and maximise when you use those. Really what you want to try and do is get 1 for 1, so 1 dragon, 1 thunder card, 1 dragon, 1 thunder card, or in our case we're going to want to go thunder dragon, really, so we've got more opportunities to become broken. Let's just keep going until we lose, which, trust me, shouldn't take too long because our deck is bang average at this point. Okay, Metal Soldier, let's go. I know you don't fuse, so let's just add you in. Oh, you might actually fuse, but you're still going to make Metal Soldier. No, you didn't, because it turns into lava. See, even though you think it's a warrior, that's the thing with some of these fusions, even if you think they're going the right way, they can always end up going wrong. Oh, I forgot about Guri Guri. There's not really much we can do at this point. This is what this Guri Guri guy is, one of the reasons why you need either Rogeki or the twin-headed Thunder Dragon to get you out of the jam. Or was it Jurigumo? Great card if you can have it in your deck. Just rough when you don't. My idea here, get some attack up. Can't remember if we can be super effective. Of course, we weaken ourselves even better. So the flaming dog is the best option for this one, using Mars. We did weaken ourselves, so we're going to take some more damage. That's rough. But I think the other one would have been neutral, so they give if, they take if away. Yeah, I think that will work. No, it didn't work. Okay. We're going to take big damage. We've got one more turn, you see. This is where deck RNG just ruins you for sure. But all it takes, one little thunderball, one zombie dragon. We get neither. We get 1,000 leaves, but he's probably still going to kill us. 1,300. We'd have to get quite lucky that he's got really weak card. Things can happen, but I think that's the G's of the G's. That's going to be game over at this point. But that's why you save. Save early, save often. Don't get trapped. And on the GG, did we lose? I'm signing off. Ciao. I hope everyone has a good rest of your Sunday.